So we don't know, we know everything about you, yeah. Midshipman Charles Herstick is burned. Midshipman Thomas Lanky was knifed. Midshipman Peter Milroy. Oh, the boys, the friends. He's the butcher. He was spiked. Okay, let's work around here a little bit. Don't know how to raid. There's probably a button somewhere, but the easier way to do it, and I'll just tell you right now, /raid space and then the name of the channel that you're trying to raid. That's what I do, and it just makes life easy. We already know the fate of these two, as there are Formosans. Who are you again? Henry Evans. Henry Evans with a monkey. All right. Abraham. So these are the two friends of the guy who died earlier. Yeah, that's kind of sad. The only ones who are willing to take care of him. You're the surgeon's mate. That much we determined before, because he was, like, helping clean up there and assisting. In general. In your own Twitch chat, though, for sure. Yeah, you do have to do it in your own chat. You can't, like, just pop in my chat and then say it. So there you go. Now you know. Because knowledge is power. Okay, I guess we dig into this guy's misery now. Because we're going to get more information, hopefully, about the gunner's deck here.
Well, same as the other fellow. Some lung disease, non-consumption. Made worse by the cold.
Will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house.
Yeah.
I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
And dead. Sorry, buddy. Didn't make it through the cold, bitter night. Sorry, fella. We know that he was Renfred Rajab and he died. Yeah, we can leave if anytime we want here, Naku. But we're not going to. James Wallace. Wait, oh yeah, it's right. We know who the third mate is, but we don't know what happened to him. Haven't seen any problems with him as of yet. Not allowed upstairs, dang. We are allowed along here, though. The storm rolling in, yeah. We're given the option to leave, but we have not left as of yet. Because that indicator means that we've seen all of the deaths. I do believe. But we ain't done yet, no sir, Bob. It's not really else a whole lot going on. I think we understand the all of these folks. Better hurry, it'll be game over. Hopefully not. I'm being the best detective I can, alright? We're trying to be complete about our business. Is there a time limit to this game? Does anybody know? Like, legitimately? Those who have played this before? Back to chapter 1 of the, or part 1 of the Bitter Cold. Okay, cool. So I have all the time in the world to try to determine this. That's the way I want to do it. Okay, now obviously I already know what happened with these three folks, and I know that much information already. The trick is that I'm trying to determine everything else. And by having folks in their bunks in this scene, I get a lot of information. So let's try to rehash some of this and see if we missed anybody. Now obviously we don't have a ton of information about these folks other than, I guess, one of them wears boots. A few of them wear boots. We have our 3 Russians over here. All hanging out with each other. We have plenty of bunks. I just wish we knew more information about the folks inside of them. We're able to determine who this was thanks to the tattoo, which was pretty nice. Past that, we don't have a ton of information about these folks. Other than that they're alive in Chapter 2, but that doesn't really help us a ton. Or does it? No, because we already know who's alive in Chapter 1. Yeah, the tattoo gives you information about who number 37 is. Because you see the tattoo there, right there. And you see that he's in bunk number 37 right there. Deductions! Okay. I guess we're not getting a ton of information out of here. Other than... Fuck. I'm trying to think back if there's... the people who died in the first chapter aren't mysteries. We figured out who they are. That's not a big deal. So understanding where the rest of these folks are is not a big deal. Now these three guys, if we could figure out all their identities, that'd make life a little bit easier. We know that you were drowned. You were playing with Russians? Unless you yourself are Russian. They're all speaking to Russian to one another, so maybe I assumed wrong about this fella. Maybe he is indeed a Russian seaman. In fact, that makes more sense. You're definitely Russian. Only two are speaking Russian, true. That doesn't necessarily mean that this guy was actually English. I can't remember if we have 2 or 3 mostly filled in as of yet. We could just play around and guess and check with this, but I feel like we could be smarter than that. I just don't know how. Before we played with this idea that these 3 bunks were probably these 3 fellas, right? 47's there. So it makes sense that at least one of these 3 is probably number 47. That's fair. Let me think about this again. So if we come back this way, talk with this fella as he's dying. Let's get to his actual memory. Stop your cheating. Worry about yourself. Yeah, okay. That does make sense that guy's actually still English. Must mean that one of you are probably number 47. Leonid, were you number 47? Were you number 47? I have you labeled as number 47, which I believe is probably correct. Yeah, that makes the most sense there, right? Unfortunately, I can't see the tags on the other 2 beds. Oh, wait, yes I can. 45 and 46. And I can't remember who Leonid was, but let's try... I mean, you could still try Alarkus Nikishin. No. I still can't determine who he is. Leonid was 45. Maybe you were Alarkus and you were Alexei. Nope. That was the other order you were talking about, right? Not sure if I'm at 3 fates to be checked. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm not sure who else I have right now. I wonder if going back to one of the scenes, either with the soldiers at sea or with the Doom, we could figure out a few more things. One of which I already locked in. But then where's number 46? Where is he hanging out? If I already have 2 of the 3, where did he go? I understand the concept of 2 Russians are speaking Russian at each other, and it kind of sounds like they're sort of cheating against the English guy. That does make sense from a certain perspective. But I can't determine the rest. And I'm pretty sure I heard him speaking English, so I'm going to say he's probably English. Okay, I feel like I need more information about this gunner space, so let's back on out, and let's get into some areas where we definitely deal with the gunners. The Doom, I believe, had a few moments with the gunners. Let's dig back a little bit. Let's head back up the gunner deck. Let's see if we can figure out a few things. It's been a while since I've been up here, other than dealing with these 2 fellas. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what's going on with all these guys. Soldiers of the sea. In Daemon!
What's going on? Stay back! It's already done for Nick. Hey? Come on, boss. No,
Did we figure out who Nick was? Hold on. We already know what happened to the carpenter. The crew. Where was Nick? Yeah, we already figured out Nicholas Botterell. Just want to double check. You were the actual carpenter, that's right. You were Nathan Peters. You're Lars Linde. You're one of the mates. I don't know who you are, actually. Let's say, though, based on your dress, most likely a steward. Most likely the steward to whoever this is, 4th mate. But we already figured out who this steward's 4th mate is. Or the 4th mate's steward is. No, we haven't! Davy James! Okay. Makes sense that those 2 are connected to each other, right? We feel comfortable in that? I feel comfortable in that. I don't know about you guys. At least making that assumption for now and working on it later on. It's already dealt with the 2 deaths up here. That's nothing new. Who are you? Abraham Akbar. He's survived this somehow. Good job for you, bud. Bully for you! So there's the carpenters. Any other poor souls that we found along here? We can go to the darkness here, but past that we can't actually dig any further. Yeah, let's try to decipher this kid a little bit more, huh? He's been in 6 memories. He disappeared in escape. Let's see, where were you last? Huh? Way up here. Was he aboard the ship and escape? And probably Africa, right? That makes sense. Alive in Africa. For now. We'll see if we edit that later on. It's 3 fates, which means that something's off. You think maybe we could figure out the Russians as a result? We could try. No. No. Maybe you were actually Alarcus. Nishkin. No? We still have a few fates left to figure out. Rip that indeed. Means we might be wrong about the fate of the fourth mate steward as well. May have to head back to escape to determine that one. I don't know. I'm right about... I know I'm right about the steward, who he is. I just don't know his fate necessarily. Okay, let's try to play out a little bit of the Doom here. I probably should have gone for part 1, but yeah, it's okay. Have I determined all the fates of these guys? Yeah, I know what happened to you. I know what happened to you. Maybe he died of old age. That'd be nice. He is the one who expired. Good guy. He managed to get through all this. Good try, bud. He actually made it all the way out, and he just enjoyed a very spooky end of life, but he enjoyed the end of his life nonetheless. Surviving all this madness. Alright, I want to play out a few of these guys. While I'm here, I might as well double check to make sure I'm not missing any parts from the Doom. Lord! I do not have you, Wait, I was looking at you? Sorry. You've got to be a seaman. Call him Alexander Booth. You're Christian Wolf. You're still alive in that scene. You're Abraham Akbar. Oh, poor guy. Poor fella. This is back to the Kraken, yeah. Alright, we already got those three. We know them very well. Let's play around with this guy's fate a little bit. Let's focus back on you. Where have you been? 9 memories. Perished in the Doom Part 4. Blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. Maybe that's... No, but Christian Wolf was confirmed for that, so that makes sense there. You're not Alexander Booth, then who are you? Is he perhaps the other Russian? I don't know. Definitely feels like a seaman. Maybe he's George Shirley. There he is! Discord audio is coming out? What do you mean, Naku? Nishkin, Nikishin, and Davy James. All right. We're getting awfully close. Okay, I'm glad I figured him out. So getting back here. So we now know that was Nikishin. We know that was Leonid Volkov. We know you're Shirley. Do we know him yet? No. But I'm pretty sure now that he is Alexander Booth. Most likely. And then... Don't know what happened to the third mate. Maybe we should work on that one. I feel like we haven't really touched him all that much. That's good, Naku. I really figured out you're just random seaman. Let's determine where this third mate goes. I feel like we've seen him in a lot of memories, but I haven't seen where he disappeared to. He was depicted in Justice at Sea. So he was in the Unholy Captives. He was in the Doom. He was in the Doom. Is that the last we see of him? It must, yeah, he must disappear in the bargain because he's not in any chapters after chapter 7, but we don't see him die in chapter 7. I'm pretty sure at the last part of the Doom, he's the guy she's shouting to, and he's like falling down with his sword, but I don't think he necessarily died there. Like she's shouting, "Martin, have you lost your mind? Get back inside!" Unless he slices himself by accident, man. I don't know. He might have been sacrificed to get the Kraken off the ship. I'm kind of feeling we're starting to get towards that a little bit, and that's kind of terrifying. Let's see who else we could try to dig through. What was another scene? Oh, you know what other scene I want to check out? I want to see if we can determine any of the Chinese folks based off of the beginning of the Doom. That was another scene where we get a lot of the gun deck. Everyone collectively sacrifices themselves except for like 3 people. Fair enough. Yeah, we gotta figure out who that guy is too, but real quick, I'm gonna dig through here. Quick explanation. So, this ship, right? The Obra Dinn. 60 people on the ship. Either dead or gone or missing. Maybe alive somewhere, but most likely dead. All these bodies you see here are either actual bodies or the memories of bodies that we've discovered through our investigations. I know, I'm Jevons. Give me a minute. I'm still working on through it, okay? These are all the people who are on the ship that we're aware of. All the people that they left shore with, at least, right? We have a pocket watch. Every time we get close to a person here, we can determine how they died. Just like that. And, yeah, we're trying to figure out what's happened. We have ourselves a book here that gives us a lot of information about the various things. It has 10 chapters to it. Chapter 1 deals with cargo dropping from the top of the ship. There's actually an unknown person who died in that one. Chapter 2 is a few people dying to some cold, and as well as a cow dying. Murder's where it starts to get a little interesting. The second mate. There's no real fiction necessarily, Flip, or we have no actual information about anything. We're the first people to discover anything on this boat. So we're trying to sort out the facts entirely. Murders when second mate Nichols was trying to kill his way towards getting an artifact that would allow him to steal, like foreign creatures and exotic beasts. Didn't really work well for him. Everybody that he brought on that ship died, including him, who was shot by one of the guys who was supposed to be protecting this person who died out at sea. When that happened, a lot more terrible things started happening. The Unholy Captives. They brought a bunch of stuff onto the... they brought the stuff that Second Mate Nichols brought to the ship onto the ship, and it killed some people. And then it got worse and worse and worse, and things just started falling apart. Soldiers of the sea, these terrifying creatures, crawled out of the sea in an attempt to retrieve these bodies. Didn't get a chance to escape from that. We did kill whoever tried to jump in, so that's good at least. Good old life at sea, right? And then all of a sudden the fucking Kraken attacks. Oh shit, we never figured out who killed this guy with the gun. I should probably go figure that one out, huh? Let's do that. He was on the Orlop deck. Yeah, the Kraken. Give me one sec. Wish able to figure this part out a lot sooner than now. Let's dig up on this fella. Welcome back, Windfisher. And then the rest of it is some sort of bargain of which we know not. Presumably to scare away the Kraken. No more Eldritch horrors as of yet, Windfisher.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
So someone took a shot, and it accidentally killed this guy. Can I work my way around, or do I have to try to determine all this from here? Yeah, by the end there are only 3 people left on the ship. Let's see if I can... Oh, there you are. Who are you? Looks like a topman based on the dress. Can I get all the way around? I think I can, actually. No, I can't. Shit.
For real?
Hey, Claw's Toys! Long time no see indeed, yeah. Fascinating game indeed. I could try... Here, we'll dig into this guy's death and see if we can figure out who took the shot over there. Get those double thoughts and ducks and such in chat, please and thank you. Alright, so he's having a bad day, obviously.
Don't move. I'll get you down.
Who took the shot over here? You had a sword. Our friend over here is quite dead. But how can I determine who got this shot off? Let's keep digging in. Go ever deeper. So the guy who was hiding was over this way. Someone took a shot over here. It's this fella. I'm pretty sure this is the guy who shot him. Right? He's got a gun. He's bald. There's nobody else over here who's bald. Oh, these 2 fellas, I guess. Let's dig back in here just real quick. Just in case. Yeah, nothing new will happen. We've seen everything that there is to see. So all we have to do now is just determine what happened. Poor fellas. Goo. This is too early in this one. It's gotta be this guy. It's gotta be Stripey Man. There's nobody else that I'm picking up on at this point. We don't know anything about Stripey Man. He disappeared in the Doom. Let's see. Where has he been? I'm pretty sure he's a seaman. I'm pretty certain about... Well, I don't know. Who has the striped shirt? I feel like striped shirt is a pretty important thing there. And who are you? Let's try to figure that out, too. He's got a nice shirt on. Sorry, he's depicted in the picture just as at sea. Sorry. Hey, guys, give me just 1 second. I'm going to go pee real quick. Give me like 3 seconds. Not 3 seconds. Give me like 30 seconds and I'll be back. I'm not even going to do it at BRB screen. I'll be right back. Okay, give me 1 sec.
1 sec.
Sorry about that, guys. I just really had to go all of a sudden. So now we're good. Bargain has 12 pages. Ooh. We already paid attention to a tattoo, by the way, earlier. We figured that one out, yeah. That's a fair point to think about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So there are 5 deaths, most likely, within the confines of the bargain. Okay, where were we? You're already dead, right? Yeah, that's Olus. There's a few, actually. Yeah, we found a few that escaped to Africa. Which is pretty incredible when you think about it. He's the bosun. Who would be wearing a striped shirt? Could be the bosun's mate, admittedly. We haven't figured out the helmsman either. That striped shirt just feels very specific, and I don't think we've kind of figured that out yet. But I was also trying to determine the... oh, that's right. I was trying to determine the identity of this guy. He's wearing a steward outfit. How many stewards do we have left? He might be the final steward. He might be Zunji Sathi. Okay. No, I don't think anybody escaped during the mermaid part. We've determined that everybody died there. Not a single person managed to escape. This unknown soul. I wish I could figure out who you were. We have obviously all still the Chinese topman, which I need to figure out. We have ourselves Alexei Toporov. We need to figure out as well. He could be... I mean, he could be a seaman. More than likely, though, with that particular shirt that he's wearing, I want to say that he kind of feels French, doesn't he? Charles Minor? Let's see if we can confirm that by saying that you were shot by Charles Minor. Not that we're that close yet, but I'll play it out for now. We'll see if that confirms later on. Okay, we really need to start figuring out some of the Chinese topsmen. I just wish I could figure out some of them in the process. One thing I haven't done yet, and I really want to do that real quick. Stripe Dude left, or has disappeared, right? Stripe Dude disappeared in the Doom. We haven't seen him. So we don't know, actually. I guess we gotta dig more through the Doom again and see if we can spot more of these fellas. Because when was the last time we were seen in the Doom? Unlike captives. He was seen in the Doom Part 7 as well as in the Doom Part 8. He was seen on the top. I don't think I've ever actually walked to the top or looked very hard on the top there in Part 8. Maybe I should go I don't know. I'll have to see about him. He may have survived actually long enough to deal with all that shit. We'll see. We already dealt with the two of you, right? Yeah. I think these are the brothers. No, they're the carpenters, that's right. One's the brother, the other is a carpenter. Where we dealt with you fellas? Okay, where's the exit out of this one? There it is. Let's get out of here. I'm just calling them mermaids as shorthand. I'm not saying that they are mermaids. I'm just calling them the mermaids. All right. All right. Not saying I'm in the end all be all in terms of the experience of mermaids. One thing I wanted to do before I continue again, just to see if I can get any additional information out of this, because it's been a bit. So I want to head back to the front. And I want to take a look again at the gunner deck, or the gun deck, with relation to the death of the artist. Really need another whole night for this? Dang. I don't know what happened to Paul Moss. 30 to 45 minutes? Oh, that would be perfect then, if we could figure out the rest of these. Here we go. Now I think we got a little bit of information here. So this is probably... Let's see, we already know you? Yeah. You know, you're George Shirley. You must be number 41 right here. You don't actually know your fate, of course. But you're Wei Li. Yeah, I might go a little bit long and see if we can finish this up. It might help us start unraveling what all this is, right? Well, we could kind of just brute force some of the Chinese topsmen now that we have at least the identity of one. It's kind of a shitty thing to do, but it's something we could potentially do if we really wanted to, right? There's Omid Gul. Perhaps that's what I should do. Perhaps that is what I will do. Okay, so we have one topman labeled. Let's try to play out a few of these. Yeah, the trouble is Wei Li is the only topman whose fate we do not know, which is kind of frustrating. He disappeared in the Doom. Where was the last time you've been seen? Doom Part 8. Let's head back to the Doom Part 8. See if we can spot any more unfortunate souls during that. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, Faj, for 500 bits. Congratulations on becoming the top bit giver of the week. Thank you. I don't know if we need to actually check Part 1 of the Doom, but...
Over my dead body, you bloody day.
We already determined this.
How was that?
No cause for
Have we figured you out yet?
Get in the boat.
No, we still don't actually know who he is. We thought he was the Sierra Leone, but he's not Russian. He could be Finley Dalton, the helmsman.
You killed my brother.
I don't know, man. He might be the helmsman. Honestly, based on that really loose tie that he has there. We did figure out the ladies, yeah. We'll call him helmsman for now. We'll see what happens.
Well, I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
Don't.
We know what else is going on with all of that, of course. We know that he isn't the guy from Sierra Leone, so I guess we will try him for that. See if that works out. Yep, you're right. Of course the time takes depends on me. It always does. We're pretty sure, though, that he drowned in that scene where the boat's being flipped over. I don't think we're wrong on that. Let's head back to the scene with Abigail. Let's just play around with the Doom a little bit, see if we can figure out a little bit more about that. Who's the blown-up guy? You were a blown-up guy, weren't you? Might be at the wheel at an earlier time. He was at the bottom of the ship at the very beginning of the game, though. That doesn't feel like he was probably in the right spot for that, then. Alright, who are you? You're Omid. We already knew about you. Sorry, Omid. Nothing personal, bud. Let's look around and see if we can spot any other folks that are falling off the ship. Maba was aground. Maba's still alive in this scene, in fact, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I think I passed the guy going down the stairs here. No. Yeah. Let's head back up to Doom 8 because you're right. We saw they were apparently last seen in Doom 8, so I should head that way. That makes sense. We can check out Maba in a little bit here, but let's head back to Doom 8 and see if we can figure that out too. Which is Abigail. Hey, Mighty Growly. How's it going? Okay. Have not really looked up. You're determined that you probably drowned. Maba's one of my favorites too. Omid's my second favorite though. Apparently he was last seen here, but I can't see where that is. There's the third mate. I thought he was going to be Scottish as well. Oh, there's our friend. He's trying to stab this guy, but I bet you he loses in the bargain there. I don't have any reason to believe that he didn't make it out. Thank you, Artist, for the host, by the way. Trying out with the tentacle. He might be the helmsman. That's true. He is up there, ain't he? Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, he literally has a hand on the helm, so that makes plenty of sense. Okay, fair's fair. Stripe Guy disappears. Yeah, this is the last time you've seen him. But my wondering is if he actually disappeared in Chapter 8. Because he stabbed this tentacle, but he didn't necessarily, like, die here. There's no sense of him being removed from the situation. I do need to look for more topmen, though. There's a topman who's here that apparently I'm missing. Specifically, this one. This is the last time we've seen him. He's somewhere here. Where is that topman fella? That's an unfortunate soul right there. Looks like he's about to be drowned. We had 200,000 views! Yeah! Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness. 200,000 views on this channel. How fucking crazy is that? Alright, he was probably drowned. By the beast. There we go. I'll talk more about the goal in a second here. Okay, so Wei Li was drowned by a terrible beast. Zunji Sathi was shot by Charles Minor. Which now means that we know that that Stripe Man is in fact the bosun's, or is Charles Minor. Okay. We're getting along here. Okay. So now what? Yep. I'm going back. Don't worry. Anyway, back in the beginning of September, I kind of came up with three main pieces for me to try to determine. I tried to determine that, is it later that the Frenchman was torn apart? Charlie was torn apart? Yeah, I guess I can put him down for that, can't we? Torn apart. By the beast, one presumes. Poor Charles. Where's my? Well, that's right. Where's my Frenchie? I forgot about that. Yeah, during the escape, right? Anyway, back in early September, I told myself, all right, before TwitchCon happens, I want to hit three major goals for this channel, stat-wise. Number one, I wanted to get to 7,000 followers. We did that. We managed to do that actually I think like midway through September. We kind of bounced back and forth between just under and just over, but we managed to do it. Number two, I wanted to get to 250 subs or 250 sub points by TwitchCon, which we did quite so handily during September. In fact, we hit all the way up to 300 subs, which was great. And number three, I wanted to get to 200,000 unique views on the channel by the time TwitchCon ran around. And tonight, we scored that third goal. So thank you guys so much for your continued support and helping me get to where I want to be. You guys are all wonderful, and I love you all. Okay. Getting back to it. So we now know where one of the three seamen went. It sounds like we don't necessarily... We know for a fact now that this guy is not Alexander Booth. Even though I know that he was drowned, I just don't know what happened to him, or I don't know his actual name. Maybe he's Hamadou Diom, for all I know. He also be Alexei Toporov. But we know that he is not Alexander Booth. We still have an extreme mode slot. It's true. I haven't figured out what to do with it as of yet. It's very true. So we got Charles Minor. Just trying to figure out who we're all missing. Maybe play around with a few of the topsmen here at this point and just kind of play around with their names and see if we can find one just by luck. Whoops. And then where's our third topsman? Maybe you're actually Li Hong? Because we know the identity of the three... we know what happened to our three Chinese topsmen now. We just don't know who was who. We don't actually know what you are at all. Actually, hold on. Let's play around with you. Where were you last seen? Parish and unholy captives. Shit, we haven't done anything with this guy? I feel bad about that. Let's see if we figure that out. We haven't dealt with the unholy captives in a while, so I think that would be actually a good thing to go to next. Okay. Here we go. That would be in the smack dab center here, I believe. When we know the names of fully set up tuples in the book's chapters have at least one thing wrong. Yeah, I know. We'll dig through.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是什么？未来全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害得较对人无过好，啥人滚死啊！He talk about a shell. Very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
Famous last words. Okay. Do we have all these guys figured out? We know who you are. We know who you are. We know who you are? Yeah, we know all those guys. We know who John Naples is. There's a scene here where, yeah, it's a really, like, sick... Look at the bosun making that dodge right there. How about that for some shit? That's some pretty good... That's some pretty sweet moves right there. That's our other topman, that's right. Probably. Hey, how about that? 3 more fates correct. Charles Minor, got that one. Alexei Toporov. Wang Li was electrocuted. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we're so close. Okay, we figured out more of the Chinese topsman. Which means that we have 2 more topsmen that we haven't determined yet. I think, yeah, 2 more sets, honestly. Pretty sure. So you're not Ji Zhang. You're Li Hong. Where's our other Chinese guy? There we go. Just had to swap them around. 2 more fates. What? What does that mean? What do you mean just 2 more, though? Means I got it all? You think so? You don't think there are any more to determine as our own, on our own? Feels a little weird. So Martin Perot, we know that he's got a mysterious ass ending. We don't know what happened to him. Another set of 2, that makes sense. The captain's steward, Philip Dahl, we don't know what happened to him. We might, though. We might honestly have a pretty good idea of what happened to him. Because he was locked up by the captain with certain beasts. Never really figured out what his eventual ending was, but it's probably a bad time. And then, let's see. We don't know who Amadou Diom is. We don't know who Alexander Booth is. The last 4 before the bargain are done in sets of 2, otherwise it would be 3 and 1. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that's easy enough, right? We could just, as long as we determine what their fates were, then we'll go from there. So you've got to either be, yeah, you got to be one of these 2. Or you're Alexander Booth. I'm going to say Sierra Leone for now. And then who's our other, you're our other unknown guy. You might be Sierra Leone. We'll swap you around. Which means that you, Alexander Booth. There we go. Right, we already knew that he was in Sierra Leone. Sorry. All currently solvable fates are correct. There it is. Alexander Booth was drowned by a terrible beast. Amadou Diom spiked by a terrible beast. So that all that remains is the bargain. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. All right, folks. People have played this game before. Just to confirm. Is there anything left to do on the Obra Dinn? I know. The game just said there's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn, but really? Is there nothing else to do on the Obra Dinn? Nope. All right. Then we depart. Looking at his scenery. Just double checking. Just playing that out, you know? That's a very game thing to do, is like, oh, you done? No, you're actually done now. Yep, you can go home now. And it's like, but I want to keep going. No, you're done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, it's time to go. We've solved everything that we need to go on the Obra Dinn. You leave your game on for 20 hours, right? Well, wow. Can't believe we're almost done with this game. It's been a hell of an adventure, I gotta say. We figured out the fates of how many? All but 4? 6? 5? All we have left is Martin Parrott. Oh, so there are only 2 that remain. It's Martin Parrott. Whoops. And if I recall correctly, the Captain's Steward. There's the only 2 left of all the 60 that we have. Holy shit. So Philip Dahl and Martin Parrott. All right, bud, time to go. I know it's been raining for a while, but you know what? We needed that time. Needed that time to figure everything out.
We should go.
We should go.
Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
I getcha. Just gotta let the time click in. This is the point of no return. It's like, you sure? You sure? You sure? Welcome back, cool dude.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
All right. Okay. Now we just gotta find out the fates of everybody else, or those remaining 2. I honestly thought my playthrough was gonna take longer than the Kotaku playthrough took, but we managed to get through it faster. And the mermaids attack. They lure you in. So we gonna 1 week later. We're not gonna deal with that artifact that we found on the boat, huh? That we determined there's a lot of shitty things going on with it. The Honorable East India Company insurance assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of the calamitous events at sea. Prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. Ship, damaged in squall Atlantic, sunken storm Falmouth. Payment claimed 20,000 quid. Cargo, company, all cargo lost. Payout claimed 5,000 quid. Cargo, Crown, all cargo lost. Payout claimed to restitution, 3,000 quid. Captain Robert Witterell, fate, suicide gun. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate 4. Estate forfeited to the Crown. Gotcha, Steppy. I see. So I just kept like trying to investigate further, and I just kind of worked my way back, which may have helped me in the long run. I get what you mean. William Hoscott, first mate. Fate is shot. Gun by Witterell. Criminal findings, attempted mutiny. Estate fined 25 quid. All right. Edward Nichols, second mate. Shot by Tan. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate 2. Attempted mutiny, theft of cargo. Estate fined 100 quid. Martin Perot, other fate unknown. Extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward, 90 quid. John Davies, clubbed by Brennan. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate. Estate fine, 15 quid. Alfred Klestel, the bosun. Torn apart beast, exceptional performance of duties. Estate rewarded. Outstanding wages and reward. Nice. Charles Minor, murder of crewmate. Estate unknown, 15. Henry Evans. Findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel. Estate awarded. Outstanding wages, 50 quid. So, meanwhile, James Wallace, decapitated by the beast. Extraordinary valor, rewarded 50 quid. Winston Smith, speared by the beast. Extraordinary valor, 60 quid for that one. Carpenter gets paid a little extra, I guess. Marcus Gibbs, spiked to state unknown. Outstanding wages donated to pension fund, 30 quid. Thomas Sefton, struck by a tail, awarded 40 quid. Emil O'Farrell, the butcher, spiked. Exceptional performance duties, 40 quid there. Christian Wolf, exceptional duties, 70 quid there. Olis Whiters, murder of a crewmate, estate fined 50 thanks to the mutiny as well. Duncan McKay, the purser, was drowned. Abandonment of crew and vessel, though, in the process. But still awarded 50 quid. Finley Dalton, helmsman, was just doing his job, 30 quid back. Edward Spratt, estate awarded outstanding wages, 50 quid. Wages. Abigail Hoscott Witterell, no claim made. Pasqua, no claim made. Passenger Emily Jackson, alive. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate. Abandonment of crew of vessel, 35 quid. Jane Bird, alive, Africa, abandonment of crew and vessel right there, 10 quid. Ban Lan Lin, no claim made. It Bang Sia, yeah, he did kill somebody, that's 25 quid. Chiao Tan, killed somebody. Hong Sang Lo, no claim made. Not even awarded anything for that, come on. Shot by Charles Minor, got 35 for his work. Philip Dahl, murder of crewmate, failure to perform duties, 35 quid there. Paul Moss, exceptional performance. Paul Moss, first mate steward, did very well, but was killed by Volkov, 45 quid there. Samuel Gilligan, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, 50 quid. Roderick Anderson, crushed by a cannon, given 10 quid for his work. Davy James, abandoned of crew and vessel, no claim made. Peter Milroy, state for valor, 40 quid. Thomas Lanky, 30 for being knifed. Yikes. Charles Hirschtick, exceptional valor, 50 quid. Omid Gul, exceptional performance. Thank you. Omid was great. 35 quid there. Timothy Butmont, shot by Nichols, extraordinary valor, 35 quid. Huang Li, 35 quid as well, did fantastically. All the top men really did their jobs, honestly. They're all awarded quid for it. Li Hong, oh, no, not him so much. Attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, 50 quid there. Wei Li, exceptionally valor, stay rewarded, 45 quid there. Botterill, 25 wage for that. Maba, yes, good old Maba. Don't know who he belongs to, though, so 45 quid to the pension fund. Lewis Walker, clubbed for attempted mutiny. Stayed fined, 25 quid. Volkov, murder of crewmate, 15. Alarkus Nikishin, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, stayed unknown, 50 quid, man. Let's see. Toporov, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, estate unknown, 50 for him. Nathan Peters, murder of crewmate, abandoned vessel. Lars Lind, I was like, give him some money. He didn't do anything wrong. John Naples, awarded outstanding wages for exceptional duties. Renfred Rajib, donated the pension fund. Abraham Makbar, exceptional duties, 25 quid there. William Wasim fell down the stairs, poor guy, 25 quid. Solomon Sayed, 15 quid for that. Hamado Diom, 25 quid for him. Henry Brennan, murder of crewmate, 50 quid for that, along with attempted mutiny. Alexander Booth, abandonment of crew vessel, drowned, 5. Patrick O'Hagan, speared by the beast. Attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, 50 quid there. You notice, by the way, that the theft of cargo is what really gets you for the fine there. Not a whole lot else. George Shirley, shot by a cannon, extraordinary valor, 25 quid. Also crushed by a cannon, Samuel Peters, estate awarded 15. A preliminary draft of this assessment has been approved by the Royal Trade Guarantor. Total claim, 29,285 quid. On behalf of the Honorable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. I do not. I do not declare it to be disclosed entirely. There's still some more to be done. There's still the fates of 2 crew members of which we have not yet claimed. I refuse. I think I have no choice in this matter. The pocket watch remains in your possession. Pretty useful thing for us. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans in Morocco, as requested. One year later. Oh dear. Can I help you? We have a pretty nice estate, it's true. I cannot leave my chair here, though. I also can't look behind me. Okay, let's drink my tea.
Can you
Really?
Oh, the thing smells just dreadful.
Ugh.
Better you don't open it inside.
Drink the tea.
I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need more.
Oh, thank you. Do we finally learn the fate of the two fated crew members of the bargain? Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. The tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. The bargain. We now have the means to finish it, but we know we don't have... He didn't give us any additional information. Was that a fucking monkey's paw? What the hell? It's literally a monkey's paw. It was his monkey, wasn't it?
There you are. Collect your things.
Where's the key?
To that door. Gone.
Damn.
There's no time. We need to go.
Right. Here you go.
What are you up to?
Nothing good.
What the fuck? I thought so. I thought we'd be in this last section here. It's the last piece that we haven't dealt with yet. Why was this here? Why was this in here? Who did this? Why did they do this? That's Dahl, who you could see has burned his hand off entirely. The monkey, of course, is the dear doctor's friend. Wait, was that Henry Evans right there? Why? And so we begin to reach the conclusion. He killed the monkey in the room so I could eventually see inside? Holy shit. What the fuck? A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. Well then. It's a hell of a thing. There's no time, we need to go. All right, in you go. What are you up to? Nothing good. So that's the doctor right there, right? The good Dr. Henry Evans, who threw the monkey in, shot the monkey, and then dragged him back through the bars so he could use the monkey's corpse as a means to determine the rest of this adventure. You can see here we have the third mate as well as the steward, Captain Steward. So who do we want to investigate first is the question. Let's check out our third mate here first. How's the third mate thrown in here?
Captain didn't toss them all.
Leave it. Help me lift it. Stop! Why? Well, set you free.
How does he know they use the pocket watch?
Do it.
Presumably he had it on him.
Hoist it out. To the main deck.
What?
Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave.
Get the tail, boy.
What? So the third mate got spiked. Yeah.
See it home.
See it home. Who are you? Paul Moss didn't make it, though. This is still Chapter 8. So they were trying to get this guy, get this one overboard. Interestingly. And that's what that shiny thing that we were seeing in the ocean. Maybe. I don't know. I can't figure it out now. Yeah, Henry Evans was the one who sent us the book with the pocket watch. So one presumes that he also knew what was going to happen there. So we knew that when he was trying to reach that one out to try pulling it out, he got stabbed in the process. Yeah, he was trying to help the ship. He was doing his best. Martin Perry met an unknown fate. Well, we know what it was. He was spiked by a terrible beast. What? You too? Interesting.
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
That must be wrong. Yeah, the doll, the steward. No? The shell. That fancy shell that everybody wants. Who are you? You're the captain. The captain was attempting to deal with this. He was trying to kill it so that everybody else would get the fuck out of here and save themselves from the Kraken. Did he send off the Kraken? I'm not entirely sure. I guess he managed to kill it, thus, yeah. Huh. Well, we got part 3. Captured Beast fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble. Okay. It was actually their third mate that managed to save the ship, threw it back into the ocean. Alright, time to figure you out. What? Another one? Are we not gonna play ball with
This is your Kraken!
Yeah.
You brought it here! Send it back!
So the captain was going around murdering all of these. Yeah. Captain was trying to work its way through and trying to kill all of the creatures that they decided to carry down here in the first place. I need to figure out what the fuck that shell's about, man. It does put the captain's suicide in a different perspective, doesn't it? Shot, stabbed, and then the third one the crew let go. The third mate sacrificed that one. And it was told, and maybe the captain realized that that's what happened there, is that he killed him and it didn't help. And only when one let them go that he just felt everything terrible. Okay, do we finally determine what happened to him? There can't possibly be another creature still trapped in here, right? There are 3 holds, 2 of which were already filled. Let's find out the final fate of our final crew member.
What's this?
Is the artifact locked in the hold here? Not exactly Quicksilver, bud. Try again.
I've been killed.
So he obtained the shell, but that was inside of here, but as a result, lost his hand to it. Well, now we know what happened to him. So the chest was kept in here with the 3 beasts. I get it. Wait for this thing to roll out, and then we'll, that'll be the last piece. Last piece of the puzzle. Yeah, because he attacked somebody saying that these were unholy beasts and said they shouldn't be on the board. He attacked somebody and the captain threw him in here with him. Part 1. Well, that's no longer true. He burned. Obra Dinn is the final achievement there. All fates correct. What a doom. Boom, 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 boom. Poison worked too. Literally burned, so I just went with that. I guess there isn't anything else, is there? So I want to walk through the bargain real quick one more time. So Philip Dahl was locked inside the lazarette with the Obra Dinn, life goes on, brah. So he was locked in the lazarette. He checked out that chest, found the cursed something inside of there. Got burned as a result, just like It Bang did. Did I already miss the 2 hidden achievements, Hop? Is that the idea there? The captain, in desperation, starts murdering some of these. Yeah, tell you what. Why don't you DM me them as opposed to ruining it for other people? Killed another one, and then Martin Perrault tried to free the final one rather than trying to kill it. That's it. There isn't any more. Well, we have a new insurance thing to fill out. We didn't have all the information before, after all. That book is The Return of the Obra Dinn. Oh yeah, just put in stream spoilers. That'll be fine. The end. Henry Evans is a murderer. Murder of one monkey. Programming design, art, sound, and music by Lucas Pope for my dad. Aw. Keiko Koda, Emma, Caleb Pope. A few folks helping out with the Taiwanese translations. That's pretty cool. German stuff there. That was the finale, I guess. So yeah, the whole thing was done by him. Of course, they needed a few bits of localization as well as voice actors and actresses, you know. Wow, they actually localized this for a lot of different places. That's cool. Look at all these. One guy tested. Rob Townsend, Namran Nikhad, Jeffrey Pillars. No, not on the Twitch site. The Discord server, I'm Jim's. Oh yeah, no, I love Papers, Please. That's why I initially started playing this, because I love Papers, Please as much as I did. I would not have gotten into this otherwise. But I'm certainly glad I did, because I'm a big fan of unraveling mysteries such as these. It was a fun time. Okay, so we managed to do it. We knocked out this. It is not libre. Well, then you could have, you could either look it up yourself or have Hop spoil it for you. Am I going to TwitchCon? Yes, absolutely. Starting on Thursday, which is why we only have 2 more streams, actually, before I go. I might make just one of those, like, I don't know. Tommy had just about 3 hours. Yeah, worked out well in the end. We have about, we could do, I think maybe we'll do like Yakuza tomorrow and then Jackbox on Wednesday. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad idea, right? A lot of voices. For a one-man dev team, like, holy shit. I get this feeling that maybe like he at first was just gonna make this silly little game where you wander around a ship and try to solve a few mysteries. And then he just wanted, like, I bet you he just kept wanting to add more and more complexity, and then he's like, well, I've already got this big complexity, why don't we add voices to everybody? Because he initially said this game was going to take him 6 months. 6 months to finish. And obviously went a little bit longer than that. In fact, that was back in 2014 when he said that, I should mention. He hired his VOs from Voice.com? Aw, man, I used to do Voice.com. Shit, that could have been in a Lucas Pope game. That'd have been fun. And there it is. The return of the Obra Dinn. Got through, we discovered all, we uncovered all the mysteries. We knocked them all out. It was fun. Took us about 9 to 10 hours, yeah. All things considered. Because we streamed a little bit longer on Thursday and Friday. Could have been a murdered dude. I could have escaped maybe, you know, you never know. Probably dead though. Most likely dead. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. I know we're a little bit later than our usual ending time, but, you know, we're almost done. Might as well finish it off, right? Could have been the monkey. That would have been fun. Now, of course, we figured this out together, you know, and we managed to get through the Obra Dinn, and we had a lot of fun with that. Doesn't mean you can't get this yourself if you want. You probably, maybe, you know, I'd say a good chunk of you probably were here for most of it, but there were probably a chunk of you who weren't. Try it yourself, because uncovering these mysteries in this unique fashion was a lot of fun. And I highly recommend getting it. Or maybe if you've got extra cash kicking around, maybe just buy it for the sake of honoring and supporting Lucas Pope for all the fun we had here for the past couple days. It's only $20 on Steam, and honestly, is that going to break the bank? Not particularly. Might pick up the soundtrack for this if I can too, because there are a lot of these little bits and pieces. I almost kind of want to use for some alerts. Some stream alerts. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe get rid of dog song for my donation sound and then go for, like, the sound of uncovering 3 new fates. Boom, 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 boom. That kind of thing. Yeah, it's creepy and I love it, so maybe we'll play around with that. Anyway, this will leave it off for the night, though, because it is late and I do need to get to bed. I got a lot of stuff ahead of me, including a big week coming up.